Hey, welcome to a couple of rides, and this is a story of how I found this jacket. So कुछ दिन पहले I went to Narkanda for a short trip, and I realized that the temperature changes over there were from 30 degrees all the way to 1 degree with rain. And suddenly, although I was packed to the brim, I had a touring kit ready, as in the rain jacket, the warmer, and everything. But I realized that I needed a jacket which goes hand in glove in all the weathers possible. And I came across this. This is a Lone Ranger Troy. So I really like those brands which put an extra effort into making their products. And isn't that good? Because if you are proud of your product, you know that you've made the best possible thing in that particular budget. And I think some of our Indian brands are trying to do that. Via Terra, Rhinox, Lone Ranger, Tarmac, and so on and so forth. And there is a mild competition that they've created inwards that is helping us as user. And a similar case scenario is with this. So start karte hain. What I've done is I've bifurcated it into many parts and pointers, where we will talk about abrasion, we'll talk about impact, we'll talk about construction, zipper, etc, etc, and I've listed them out in numbers as usual. So आगे बढ़ने से पहले please like, share and subscribe the channel, and follow करना मत भूलना, और कमेंट भी करो, बिकॉज बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है, हमारे को मोटिवेशन रखता है, बहुत अच्छा लगता है कि आप लोग इंटरैक्ट कर रहे हो. सो आगे चलते हैं इम्पैक्ट प्रोटेक्शन से. सो इम्पैक्ट प्रोटेक्शन के लिए हमारे पास बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं इसमें. सो यू हैव दिस TPU. There is a impact protection chest protector here. There are elbow protectors, there are shoulder protectors, and then there is a back protector. And that is a good thing for us, because a lot of other jacket manufacturers, and I will say Rhinox right now because it's quite famous these days, they are doing a combination of level 2 and level 1, which in the due course of time a rider would like to enhance to a level 2 or a level 3. But here you get all level 2 protectors, which in a some cost is a nice thing to go with. और अगर TPU स्लाइडर्स की भी बात करें तो ऐसा नहीं है कि ये लगने के बाद इट्स लुकिंग बैड. लुक एट द जैकेट. द होल फिनिश ऑफ दिस जैकेट हैज कम आउट very 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 nice and very very upmarket and premium. The second thing is abrasion resistance. So abrasion resistance आता कैसे है? abrasion resistance आता है कि फर्ज करो कि बाइकर गिर गया है, तो कितना घसीट सकता है एक क्लॉथ या एक मटेरियल. दैट इज abrasion resistance. And in this, how they've increased it. See, a lot of people are using a 600D polyester, but this is a 500D nylon fabric, which gives you more resistance to abrasion, and it is also better than the polyester. Moreover, Invista, Cordura and Armotech are also installed in major impact areas, which are arms and shoulders, which gives you that extra edge. And I think in the due course of time, when you've abused the jacket more, when you have tripped for at least 4 or 5 years into it, it will stay put. And that gives a lot about how the product was envisioned and how the product was created in the first place. So if the product is giving you more and extra at every corner, it just becomes better in the long term usage. Point number 3 is ventilation. See, ventilation in any jacket is very very important. And what happens is, if you don't give a right ventilation, is this jacket loses the versatility of it. So in this, you have many ventilation pockets. So to say, these zippers are two-way adjustable. ये ऊपर भी जाता है और ये नीचे भी आता है. That gives me a total control over where I want the air to seep in. So much so, I have air intakes here and here, and an air exhaust at the back. Now इन सब से होता क्या है? See, air ventilation is very very important when you're touring, or even when you're using it for normal Sunday rides. देखो, in north and even in the south, India gets a lot of heat, and in heat, what do you need? You need proper ventilation. And this jacket has kept that in mind. And I've seen other jackets as well, such big vents and such thoughtful vents, which are here, here and here, are not being provided. Some have foldable vents, some have insertable vents, but मुझे ऐसा लगता है the material that is used, which is pre-ventilated perforated material that has been used here, is extremely nice. Secondly, the twin pot zipper, this is extremely comfortable. Certain times you just don't want to have air from here, and you know you're tired, you know you get all irritated with कि यहाँ से हवा क्यों आ रही है, वहाँ से हवा क्यों आ रही है, and this just helps you do all that adjustability, that minute adjustability in ventilation that you need, and that again is a betterment. Fourth and the most important thing that I see is the all-weather usage. Now, all-weather usage क्या होता है? In my opinion, when you buy a Rhinox jacket, you have to buy a rain liner separately, a warm liner separately. In some jackets, they are giving it away for free, but in this, it comes like a package, and it's not a system that you have to buy separately. It's a thing that comes with the jacket system. So, for example, I compared the the Rhinox warm liner and the warm liner by Lone Ranger. It's actually better. The Lone Ranger warmer is slightly better than the Rhinox one, and similarly with the rain liner. And you know, together what it does is, in the price bracket that it is competing in, it just gives you that one stop shop jacket where आपको दूसरी चीजें खरीदने के लिए जाना नहीं पड़ेगा. आपने एक बार जैकेट खरीदी and you get every possible availability in this, and it gives you all weather accessibility. तो वो टूरिंग के टाइम पे इतना इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाता है कि जब डिग्री ऑफ वेदर चेंज होता है फ्रॉम प्लेन्स टू हिल्स टू एक्सट्रीम माउंटेन पासेस, आपके पास हर लेवल का प्रोटेक्शन इसमें रहेगा, एंड दैट again gives you much more versatility and a jacket that you will reach out for every other ride. Number 5 is visibility. And every time I've taken a tour, this is my self belief that whenever I tour long distances, I usually leave in the night, and what happens in the night is that you need a lot of reflective indexes, and this jacket is totally full of it. There is a reflective panel here and at the back. So much so that all these are obviously 3M oriented patches, which will be visible from all angles in the night, and that again is giving you safety, visibility in a way that it is one stop shop. You don't have to add any visibility panels onto it. So visibility in Ampebi, it has everything in it. Guys, the number 6 point here was comfort and fit. A jacket has to be comfortable enough that in the time, in the life that it spends with you, your body will go through changes. हर बंदे के body में changes आते हैं, and what happens is in 5 years the jacket should be such that it can give you adjustability, it can give you the maximum amount of fit for your body changing type or the kind of body that you're getting into. I have seen people changing in an year from very fat to thin and thin to very fat, depending on the life stages they are at. And a jacket or a garment like this should be adjustable enough so that it can go from here to here in any way possible. And in this jacket, you have adjustability here, and on the back side. There are many pockets for your touring friendliness. There are adjustable pockets. There are inside pockets which are waterproof, and this is another add-on, like like anything that you want to hang on to sometimes on long tours. It just comes in handy कि मैंने अपना keychain यहाँ लगा दिया है, and all these things kind of just increase the whole experience overall. And lastly, the adjustability at the neck, which is very important in the longer runs, because certain times you are wearing couple of layers and then this becomes thicker, the neckline becomes thicker, and sometimes you wanna adjust it in a way that it is not bothering you or closing your neck in a very uncomfortable way in a long ride. So again, बहुत thoughtfully processed, बहुत thoughtfully devised items इसमें लगाए गए हैं, so that it grows with you, it runs with you, it stays with you, and gives you comfort, protection, touring capabilities all over in a longer run possible. So हम fit and finish की बात कर रहे थे. Today we were shooting on this jacket. You can see this, and we both were comfortably fitting into the same jacket. And it's an XL size, probably more for Aman than for me, but it fitted me also very very well. And I was very comfortable and not finding spaces to fit into it. And that just gives me a edge over other jackets which don't have much adjustability. So आप एक मोटे से पतले बंदे पे भी आप adjust कर सकते हो, and that is versatility.
So even when I wore the jacket, it was not like very baggy or very bulky on all sides. After adjusting different all the different points, it was perfectly fine. Like a normal jacket was made for my health or my size
My
as
size,
well,
yeah.
basically.
And that gives out a lot for the manufacturing process that they've gone into, that it adjusts to your body type. Although बहुत ज़्यादा मोटे के लिए obviously we'll have to change the size, but हाँ वो जो adjustability की मैं बात कर रहा था ना, that from where you were and 5 years later when you've gained weight and become a slightly different person because of time and process in your life, it stays relevant. It stays relevant. The
It
jacket is
basically
relevant.
adapts.
It
Adapts to
exactly.
your body structure.
So point number 7 is basically price and verdict. With a combination of two liners, basically a warm liner and a rain liner, and nylon 500D in construction, Cordura Invista in construction, and level 2 all over, level 2 protectors all over, this jacket comes out to be about 13,100 rupees on the site. I don't know whether they're giving discounts or not, but 13,100 rupees is what the cost is on the site. And मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि in 13,000 rupees no other manufacturer is giving you a complete package which is so good in adjustability, so nice in zippers, so cool in the kind of velcro they've used. This is a very high quality velcro they've used. The air intakes, the adjustability, the reflectivity index all over, I believe this jacket is trying to be more and trying to prove a lot of points in one single product. See, you would always notice if a Lamborghini makes a car which is available for the masses, they will cut down all the accessories from it. But if Maruti makes a car which is in the luxury segment, they will flood everything into it. So this is a phenomena that you see all over, and Indian brands, and especially brands like Lone Ranger, Via Terra, and Rhinoxes and Tarmacs of the world, they're putting in everything that they have learned overseas and in products that are coming abroad, and they are putting everything in their products which are manufactured here in India, thereby giving you a best possible product in both in construction, in usage and in longevity. So अगर सिर्फ टूरिक स्पेक्ट्रम की जैकेट्स की बात करें तो ये जैकेट मुझे लगता है कि टॉप पे स्कोर करेगी, बिकॉज इट हैज़ अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स गोइंग विद इट, and manufacturer has put in everything that they know, and every product, every item that has been utilized and put into this jacket is slightly notch above than the competition, and that puts you in a win-win situation, and that puts you in a situation where you can tour with this jacket and keep only one jacket all your life, and that's a big statement. And on this bombshell, this is a couple of rides signing off. Bye.